Her life and identity have been shattered.
Those are the words of a Denver woman after learning she may have been fathered by a stranger who is connected to a Grand Junction fertility clinic. CBS 4 investigator Brian Moss traveled to Grand Junction trying to unravel this genetic mystery.
And we went to the Western Slope because that's where this woman was conceived. But she and others now believe there's increasing evidence someone connected to the fertility clinic where she was conceived may have broken bonds of trust. The clinic, Women's Healthcare of Western Colorado, was started in the 1970s by Dr. Paul Jones and 2 other physicians. Patients say Jones and the clinic helped women with fertility issues.
I don't know who I am. I don't know where I fit in the world anymore.
Which brings us to this Denver woman who asked we shield her identity. Her mother, who had trouble conceiving, sought help from Jones and his fertility clinic. A sperm donor was chosen. 9 months later, her daughter was born. 30 years after being born here in Western Colorado, the woman went on Ancestry.com and put her DNA into that database. What she saw left her stunned.
When I looked at the results, I had no hits on the paternal side of who I thought my father was. So I had no DNA matches with that particular side of the family. I was so confused. I didn't know what was going on.
Soon after, 2 women contacted her, both saying their mothers had received fertility assistance from Dr. Jones, and both saying the Ancestry database showed they were her half-sisters, that they all had the same father.
The fact that all of these women went to go see this doctor for help getting pregnant, and we're all somehow related to each other, that to me is not a coincidence. There's something happening there.
She and her mother enlisted attorney Paula Greisen to help figure out what exactly happened. Greisen says DNA testing yielded an ominous result.
My client's daughter is genetically related to the fertility doctor's family.
This woman now tells us she's learned she is genetically connected to 8 people whose mothers went to the clinic for fertility problems, including her mother.
She did not conceive a baby using donor sperm, that instead she was duped, and I'm the product of that.
Greisen says Dr. Jones has some explaining to do.
At a certain point, when you have this many people having this many DNA matches back to this same clinic, comes a time where you say, you must have known what was going on. Tell us.
Do you know Dr. Jones? Seeking answers, we went looking in Grand Junction for Dr. Jones, who's now 80 years old. Dr. Jones? A neighbor said Jones isn't talking.
If you're doing an interview, he's not interested in that. He told me to tell people that.
And by phone, Jones later told us, I'm not talking to anyone for this. In the meantime, others are left grasping for answers to the most basic questions.
I want to know why my mother. I want to know why our family. I want to know why.
That woman is considering filing a lawsuit against Dr. Jones, and an attorney for another family did file a lawsuit today saying Dr. Jones deceived them by using his sperm instead of that of an anonymous donor. Dr. Jones' medical license is active. State records show he has never been disciplined. But anticipate we'll hear a lot more about this story because even more people could come out of the woodwork.
Dr. Jones might have to talk here before long.
At some point in time, he might have to talk, and he might have to give up his own DNA.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right,
Yeah.
Brian, thank you.